let me look. What does non-duality mean?
Non-duality, it's basically where, I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest. Be
Yeah,
honest with
yeah, and fair enough.
You know,
It's difficult to explain, but you know, there's in principle, non-duality simply means one.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how we operate as a seeming human being is dualistically. Now, let me just go back a little bit for a sec. So I asked you, tell me about non-duality, and you're like, fucking, I don't know. Okay, fair enough. What can you tell me about duality? You should be an expert on that. Now let's see what you know about duality. Everybody should be an expert on what duality is. Everyone should be. They're not. They should be. And we'll see now. What can you tell me about duality?
Duality is, I mean, again, from my understanding, it's almost like an opposite or a split of one thing, and
Yeah.
like a bad and good, love and hate, or just like a polarized opposite.
Yeah, but what's the cause of duality?
My mind,
Thoughts.
my thoughts, yeah.
Just thoughts. You have to try and imagine now, just for a sec if you can, in the absence of all thoughts, what happens to duality?
Go out the window.
There'd be no gone.
Yeah, wouldn't exist.
Right. And what are we trying to do? We're trying to understand and get to this place called non-duality using what instrument?
My mind.
A dualistic instrument.
Dualistic, yeah.
Good. Can something dualistic discover non-dual?
No.
No, it can't. Like let's just, this for argument's sake, just say it can. Just for argument's sake, right? So you got duality, which is the me. Me is the duality, yeah? Searching for the non-dual, yeah? And it's going to this satsang and that satsang, it's listening to a million videos, reading all these books, and it's been on the path for 10 years, 15, 20, whatever, right? And it's trying to find, and then one day, finally, it discovers non-duality. Can you see the problem?
Still a split.
There would be two. So the duality can never discover non-dual, because in the non-dual, there's no duality. In the non-dualistic, non-dual, there's no duality. So how can duality discover non-duality? That's why you hear teachers say, my teacher said it, still says it, yeah? The answer is not in the mind. That you're looking for, you will never, ever discover or find using the mind. Okay? What can we use the mind for? You can use the mind to discover what you're not. Because what we believe we are is dualistic. I have a start and I'll have a finish. I was born, one day I'll die. Yeah? I'm sitting here, one moment I'm happy, the next moment I'm sad. And all the dualistic properties. Polaric opposites, which is what the mind does. Yeah? You following?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So we use the mind to work out what we are not. Yeah? When we can see in absolute sense what we are not, guess what gets revealed? All by itself, by the way. Doesn't need to be found, doesn't need to be discovered. Guess what gets revealed? Non-dual. So many people are on this path, Brian, trying to work out non-duality, trying to discover non-duality, what it is, what it, you know. That's not the way to go about it. I've clearly demonstrated that. Yeah. Something dualistic cannot discover something non-dual. All we could do dualistically is have a concept about what non-duality is. And the concept itself would still be dualistic, would it not?
Yeah.
The concept. It'd be an idea. Yeah. So here we are. Sitting here, yeah. And you may have also heard some teachers say, that you're looking for, you already are. That you're looking for is not lost. That you're looking for does not need to be found.
It's
Where
right
are
here.
you right now? Yeah. The only problem is you're taking this right here to be a Brian. Now you need to work out how this right here can't possibly be a Brian.
Okay.
I don't know if this helps, but like, you know, when I was seeking, when I was searching, I kept asking myself this same question. I don't know how many times I asked, 100 times at least, you know, but I kept asking myself the same question. How is it with such a profound intellectual understanding of this teaching, in the final analysis, it still feels like me is here? What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Like, I get it. I get
Every
the
day I
non-dual,
feel
I
like
get the dual, like I get it. But in the final analysis, it still fucking feels like me's here and I've got to deal with me. Yeah. There was one crucial word in there that I kept missing in that statement. How is it with having such a profound understanding of non-duality and duality, in the final analysis, it still feels like Terry's here? There's one word in there that I just kept missing time and time and time and time and time again, until the very, very last time I said it. And I heard this word and I went, what? And boom. What was the word? How is it that I can have such a profound understanding of this, and yet in the final analysis, it still feels like Terry's here?
because you used your name.
No. I'll get to you in a sec, Freddie, but do you know the word?
No, I'm thinking.
That's okay. That's okay. No worries.
I think I feel what the word is, but I'm not sure.
Well, you just said the word. I think I feel. The word I used was feel. In the final analysis, how is it that I still feel like I'm here, like Terry's here? Feel.
Yeah.
What the hell does Terry feel like? Can a Terry feel? Can a backstory feel? Can a concept feel? Can an avatar feel? Now, I'm not saying there wasn't feeling, that there wasn't consciousness, that there wasn't awareness, that there wasn't seeing, hearing, tasting, and there wasn't experience. I'm not saying that wasn't there, but I was attributing that to Terry. How could that be Terry? If we realize if you wipe out the backstory, Terry disappears. So how could it be Terry? So I'd been attributing this consciousness, this awareness, this feeling of being, yeah, to Terry. And I saw that and I went, oh, like faceplant, you know, my God. And everything just went boom. For me, that was the straw that broke the camel's back as such. For you two, it might be something different. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that that'll break your back, but for me, it was the final, oh my God, how did I miss that? This experience of being is not being had by a Terry, but it's being had. It is. Yeah, it is. Now, when I saw that, guess what my next question was? Holy shit, who or what is this? What? That's when the real seeking started. Up till then, all I was doing was discovering what I wasn't. I'd hardly call that seeking for what I am. You with me, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, holy shit. That's when the full realization that me is not this. Me is not the consciousness, the awareness, the seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. It's not. How could it be? What the hell would a Terry feel like? And could a Terry feel if you understand what a Terry is? A Terry is 100% dependent upon the backstory. Unless you're telling me a story can feel, a story can see, hear, taste, touch, smell. A story is conscious. By default, a story is always about something. The story is never the thing it's about. It's a story about something. And our memories, that's a story about something. All the memories, yeah, are a story about the me. But guess where the me comes from? Out of the story. Do you understand? There's a story about a me, but the me is the story. Holy shit. See that. See that. See that? You have to know what you're not. You have to know what you're not. Because if you don't, you'll still keep operating from what you're not. Don't you think it's kind of a bit weird, right? That, you know, we're seeking true self. Is that a fair statement? That's a fair statement, yeah? We're seeking true self. What the hell does that say about current self? And who's seeking true self? Who or what is seeking the true self? The not true self. Come on, it's logical. It's logic, you know? We just need to, yeah. And then, you know, in the process of discovering what you're not, you know, you discover just how incredibly powerful the sixth sense is, the thinking sense, the mind. How incredibly powerful it is. Because your mind, as you pointed out earlier, Brian, yeah, is creating me sitting here. It's creating me. Your mind. When you go outside at night and you look up at the sky and you see a moon, your mind is creating that. Now, what's it creating? A concept about a moon, a concept about something. Even the fact that I'm here and the moon's up there and it's separate from me is created by the mind and is a concept. It's not true. Concept by nature isn't true. It's a concept, for Christ's sake. Yeah. Now, in the absence of all your thoughts, what universe? In the absence of all your thoughts, what moon? What sun? What stars? What space? What time? What separation? What color? In the absence of all thought. And then see what thought creates. And then you analyze it, yeah. And all this does is label shit. And then because it can't experience that, yeah, whatever that is, it can't experience it, yeah. What it does is it takes the label to then be the thing, because that's all the mind can do. It takes the label tree to be the tree. And you can test that, because if you remove the label tree and then ask yourself, what's that? You won't know. What do you mean you won't know? You won't know. You might get smart. Oh, well, it's wood. All right, remove that label. I say it's being. Yeah, okay, now remove that label. Now what? What have you got to say about it without the labels? That's the way the mind works. Yeah. And I'm not saying that there's nothing out there. What I'm saying is there is no thing there. Because a thing would imply that there are other things. And that's your duality. That's what the mind is creating. Oh. It's only the mind that says, I'm sitting here and you're sitting there. It's only the mind that says there's a left and there's a right. Duality, yeah. Yes. But it just says so. But then you remove the labels. Now you've got no evidence. You got nothing. You got shit. You got nothing. And all we've done, literally, is just remove the label. People are walking around believing that they're a human being. Oh, okay, remove that label. Now what are you? Oh, well, I'm the body. Okay, remove that label. Now what are you? See, there's nothing tangible about anything other than there's labels. What's doing the seeking? Thoughts. Not of me. Thoughts. There's not a seeker. There's seeking, but it's just thoughts. And you remove those thoughts, there'd be no seeking, would there? You remove all the seeking thoughts, there'd be no seeking. Jesus. Yeah. Are you the thought? You're aware of thoughts. If you're aware of thoughts, how can you be this? The mistake that we make is that we believe it's me that's aware of thoughts. No, there's just awareness of thoughts and the me, which is thoughts. Because if we remove the backstory, which is thoughts, the me disappears. Yet there'd still be awareness. A truth fact-finding mission. That's what I call this. This is not spiritual, guys. You call it spiritual if you want. That sounds fluffy. You know what I mean? But this is just a fact-finding mission. That's what it is. Yeah, we deal with the truth. What is actually happening? What is actually occurring? Huh? Physicists are right onto this now. Right onto it. Not all, but there's a group of them. Donald Hoffman. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Look him up. Look him up. Donald Hoffman. Yeah. Let me have a look, see if I can just find this. Donald Hoffman. Proof that reality is an illusion. The mystery beyond space-time. Donald Hoffman. Know thyself. YouTube. Easy. Have a listen. Yeah. Like, he's a scientist. He's a group of scientists. They've thrown the whole space-time continuum out the window. It's no longer, space and time is no longer fundamental. No longer. It's limited. Can only go so far with it. What are they exploring now? Consciousness. Guess what they're discovering? It's one. Appearing as many. It's a 2-hour-long video, so pick your time when you watch it, yeah? And as you're watching it, anything that you don't understand, leave it. Just keep watching. Stuff will just jump out at you that you need to understand. That'll clarify and verify what I'm saying. Not just what I'm saying, what a lot of teachers are saying. And what teachers said for millennia. You know? It's the same message. It's the same message. Yeah.